Kia ora. Welcome to Neat and Not by the Sea. My name is Catherine. My pronouns are she, her, and we are filming in Waikouaiti today. I was going to speak in Spanish.
Kia ora, I'm Victoria. I'm the other half of Neat and Not by the Sea. Welcome to our Flosstube video.
Okay, so it's mostly the Victoria show today, and I'm going to sit here and enjoy. I've done like this much. I've done a lot of crafting, but a lot of undoing and redoing. So anyway, how was life?
Life was good. So, last 2.5 weeks, what have I done? Oh, so last weekend, the Otago Museum had a medieval day.
Oh, that's right.
So I went to that with some friends and we did a quill making and calligraphy class. And we also did a gold leaf class, and they were both fantastic.
Were they truly fantastic, or because Victoria's always polite?
Oh, I had a blast. I had an absolute blast.
Okay, that's honest Victoria, not polite Victoria.
No,
okay,
it was great. So the tutor, each class was only an hour long, so it was sit there, do your thing, off you go. The tutor was a lecturer at the Otago University who teaches New Zealand's only medieval script or medieval text class.
Sorry, I've got to respond to this text from my child.
Oh, she was great. So I made a quill, that was fun, and then played around with ink and of course got it all over me because that's how I roll, which was great. And the gold leaf I did she had your initial, so I had a V that we gold leafed up. It was great, a lot of fun. It would be interested in doing a longer, more in-depth course. And what else has been up? That's been about it, really.
You have to talk a bit more because I have to send Martin a text.
Oh, okay. The sky's blue. No, so you put me on the spot. And what else? So this morning I did park run. I got up at 6:30 to do that with my friend, and then I've been puzzling all morning. So I've come straight from park run, puzzling at my friends, to here. So poor Catherine, I still stink. I did put deodorant over the stink, but I don't think that helps.
Oh, we were talking about deodorant failure the other day at work. It was funny.
The other thing I did weekend before last was I went down to Invercargill for the Southland Friendship Day, which was very nice. It was nice to see ladies there who I've met doing the embroidery classes and things I do, so it's nice to catch up with them.
Did you talk to them?
Not really, just hung out with the friends that I went down with, who I've
She's
seen
like,
most weeks.
oh, it's the Friendship Day, to strengthen bonds with people from other places. Do you talk to them, Victoria? No, not really.
Had a lovely piece of lemon slice. It was delicious.
Lemon anything is great.
Oh, I love a bit of citrus. And that's it. It's just been ticking along for me. Touch wood, I'm healthy-ish. No colds, no flus.
That's good. Well, I have a hilarious update. So, Christina's moved into her new house. And so we seem to spend every weekend there helping. Like, helping with the garden or whatever. It's lovely. It's really lovely.
Oh, did you manage to get the clothes era working? Get the bases and...
It's there. In her... That's the photograph that we'll take tomorrow to buy and might attempt to then take and do.
Lovely.
Finally convinced her that it's a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't so keen. So anyway, we see Christina, and then I had arranged to see my daughter-in-law, Asma, because she's Japanese Bangladeshi, and they'd gone to Japan before Christmas. And I had said to her, I don't even do Christmas, but whatever. I had said to her that I'd love to see, she loves textiles as well. So she's, can I say that she's a weaver? She has done weaving, loom weaving. And I taught her to knit. She's a knitter. She's definitely a knitter. She's very good. Anyway, she's gone to Japan and she bought some kimono. And did you know that kimono just means clothing? It's very funny. We were talking about how words are appropriated into English and then they're used badly, like naan bread. Well, naan means bread. So you're like, can I have bread? And tea.
I do love bread.
Can I have chai tea? It's like tea. Anyway, it was funny. So anyway, I had arranged to go and see her because we never see them. I said, well, I was going to wait until you were in a new house because I didn't want you to unpack your things if they were packed and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, can I come? So anyway, we went to their house, and even though it was something I organized with Asma, Martin came and David was there. They were talking about sport. Irrelevant really to the story. Anyway, at some point in the story, this is on Saturday, last Saturday. At some point, David says, "So, what are you doing for Dad's birthday tomorrow?" I was like, what? We're in March?
Oh.
Last time I looked, and I had started looking into it, it was February.
Yeah, March started very suddenly. I think
Right?
The first was on a Saturday. Very sudden start to the month.
Anyway, it was all a little bit crap, really. Not just that. That was bad enough. Although Martin and I don't really care about presents. Martin's not a thing person. He's a non-thing person. But I'd made plans to spend the day with a friend. It's like crap all round, really. And I was like, I'll cancel. No, don't cancel. He was happy. He was playing extra ping pong that he's not allowed to do, because otherwise, what is this marriage if we're not together? So he's not allowed to do Sunday morning ping pong. But he said he would go to that, and then he had footy and, pub in between. So no, that was funny. That was like a bad wife. And then my lovely neighbour, we had a chat, and then I was laughing at myself saying, oh, I'm a crap wife. She sent me a text later. It's like, I've been talking to my daughter and she says it's perimenopause.
Here we go.
I was like, then I've been perimenopausal for 34 years. I'm not very good at presents and gifts and birthdays. Anyway, he's got 3 golf lessons coming up, which I had started sorting out before his birthday, but I didn't expect the second to roll around so quickly. God. Anyway, he's got 3 golf lessons, which he would never pay for himself because he'd not see the value.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, it's fine. I can just continue to be crap. So anyway, he's got that coming. And then my lovely friend Fiona has given me an idea for Christmas.
Nice. You're going to get onto it.
I was like, okay, I don't have to think. God, I'm so rubbish. I'm rubbish at presents and birthdays. Anyway, that was funny. But my friend and I had a lovely Sunday. We fixed the world. Then we painted our watercolors. Then we had delicious lunch filled with olive oil. It was like preserved artichokes and preserved Palestinian cheese, and there was pita bread, and there was just happiness and oil in our life.
Nice.
So I think that was it. I think that was the extent of my life, really.
Yeah. I think just life's chugging along at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, there is no dramas. Life feels good. Although we're organising ourselves because we're going to Auckland soon. Just for... Well, I'm going for 1 night, 2 nights. Martin's going for like full day longer than me. He's cool. So he's going to see Dua Lipa with Sophia. Do you know who Dua Lipa is? You look a bit confused, Victoria.
Is she the person who I've just become? She's a singer.
She's a singer.
Is she the one that's quite short?
How am I supposed to know this?
I don't know.
She's very famous. Martin is cool. He listens to modern music. Although I said to Sophia, I can't believe your dad knows Dua Lipa. And she said, Mum, look at her. Of course he knows about Dua Lipa. She's like a size 8, long legs.
Maybe it's
Standard
not the one I'm
beautiful.
thinking of.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm just grateful I don't have to go to a concert. Although I think Sophia's a little bit like, oh, it's really lovely that I'm going with my dad. But because I'm going with my dad, I'm not going with my friends.
Yeah.
And I said, you can invite your friends. And she goes, no, my friends are going with the cheap tickets.
They got me good tickets.
Martin's older. He can't have the crap tickets. So we're doing that. And then, see, I can be organised sometimes. And we're now 8 minutes into this. In April,
Yes.
I'll have been married 30 years. And we celebrated, well, no, we didn't celebrate for my 25th wedding anniversary, but we bought a silver gift, a silver sculpture, mini sculpture for the house. So I said to Martin, we really ought to do something.
You should.
I know. And he was like, do you think there are nice vegetarian restaurants in Hobart? Also, we can't afford Hobart. So we're going to go ticket touring up to Christchurch and then actually explore Christchurch.
Lovely.
Yes. So if you've got good suggestions for Christchurch, ostensibly antique shopping, op shopping, galleries, museums. I'm a little frightened of Christchurch.
It's very flat, which always
means... that is such a standard Dunedin answer.
I know.
Irrelevant.
I can't orientate myself in Christchurch.
Irrelevant. I don't use the mountains to orient myself in Dunedin.
Do you know I do? There's the hill, there's the harbour, everything's in between.
Yeah, but it's the harbour that's guiding you, it's not the hills.
Well, it's the hills enough.
Oh, you know.
There's more to pull on the hill.
Okay,
If
if you don't live in Dunedin, you don't know, but everybody says the same. Oh, I don't like Christchurch.
It's so flat.
Anyway, if you have Rex, let me know. It's mostly about antique shopping and op shopping. For me, Martin would like to see the galleries again.
Nice.
But also we want to discover like a weird little museum. We always find a weird little museum and they're always great. So,
Nice.
so yeah, we're sort of organised for that. But apart from that, I'm just working hard, coming home knackered. Working hard, coming home knackered. That's really my life.
Nice,
at the
rinse and
moment.
repeat.
Although today I did gardening. I've harvested all the walking onions because we had so many. I've cooked with them. I've got a ton to process and I've replanted some babies in 2 different beds because I'm that organised.
Nice. So
Yeah.
that smells good from all the onions.
It smells oniony.
I like onions.
Yeah. So that's it. And we have got a new microphone because, you know, people have been saying, but it doesn't work with Victoria's fancy new phone. But I'm going to use it for Spanish.
Yeah.
And then the people out there that watch both Spanish and English, please let us know if the sound is bad for this one.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I can get what I think they'll pair, so I just need to get one which has got a USB input.
no, this is a C input. This is what it said. It said C
What type
input
C?
somewhere.
Well, maybe mine is not a USB then.
This is interesting content.
Isn't this
isn't it?
great? Look at us just, sorry, I snatched that out of your hand.
She's like that.
Anyway, we'll get one that's compatible with mine because I think they'll pair. And, then
And
we
this
can
was
both have a
great
microphone.
because I was going to have to go into the shop.
Where did you get it from?
I had to buy it online because it's only available online. So I bought it from the warehouse, but only available online.
Well, I'm sure I can find something.
But it was through a seller, so it's not it's not their marketplace. It's
Yeah.
like something else. It's called something.
Yeah.
But anyway, and it arrived very quickly,
Lovely.
and it's all like proper stuff.
Nice.
So I was quite pleased I didn't have to leave my house. It was great, and it wasn't that expensive.
Nice.
Oh, it says support 1 to 2.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if I can get the same brand but with my input, maybe we can get both microphones hooked up.
That sounds complicated.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I have done my bit. My friends can stop telling me. Getting into my DMs and saying, we can't hear you, Catherine. Anyway, I love it when people get into my DMs to talk to me, so it's fine. Okay, so enough chit-chat. What have you done?
So I've got no FOs and no FFOs. Do you have any?
I have no FOs and no FFOs.
Right, I'll show you what I have done. So I have done some
Love the
of,
turquoise.
Anne Boleyn. I think I've just been working on this black. I did did a fair hunk of that, I think, last time I had her out.
Nice necklace too.
She's good. So I've only got the black here, her sleeves, and then the blue, and she's done. So basically, 20 minutes worth of work. But she's pretty. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out.
Also, can I just say, like, not to bring the mood down, but, we're so used to Anne Boleyn's story, but she was decapitated.
I know.
I mean, it's just horrific. What's wrong with the world?
He was an absolute.
Yeah, but what is wrong with the world? Anyway, have I got anything to show? Why don't you show another thing?
I'll show another thing.
Yeah, something that's stitch related, because mine's just knitty related.
So I have also made some progress on my Stacey Nash nettle.
She's called Nettle.
This is nettle. The bunny is nettle. So
I see what you mean about progress.
I've made progress. She's got eyes and a nose and patches, and it's just small,
Great.
little and good. She's cute. My friend Pam, you know Pam, she has done Reynard, who is a fox, and she's fully finished him. He looks amazing.
I stand by my question. What are you going to do with these things?
He's just cute. I'm going to put a bell on mine when I stuff it.
Yeah, but can I just say, like, it's just like, okay, I would get it and say, like, I'm going to make 3 and I'm going to sit them under one of these, like, bell things, like,
Oh, yeah,
dome
yeah.
things, and then there's no dusting. But it just creates occasions for, like, requirements to dust.
It's going to go in my cupboard, my glass-rounded cupboard.
Yeah, that is, yeah. I think that gets dusty as well, just because it's in
Just because
place.
it's, yeah. But less so than...
Yeah. Interesting.
Do you want to show you your stitching?
Okay, so I've made loads of progress, and then I had to undo it all. I am now finally, third time, happy with it. So you'll remember that I had knitted
Love this colour.
longer than this, and then it was enormous. So I ripped it all out, and then I knitted it again, and I was probably about this much more. So maybe another 5 centimeters longer. And the sleeves weren't right in that they weren't even. So the back was probably like, say, 120 stitches, and the front was like 170. So I hadn't put the second sleeve evenly. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I decided to go back. I could have fudged it, but I've decided to go back because it's knitting. Knitting's fun. So, and now I'm on the home stretch now. I just have to go straight down.
Lovely.
And it's good. And there's still a difference of number of stitches front and back because I have a bust. So I've put 8 extra stitches. I mean, it's quite a roomy top, this one. For some reason, my numbering's, I don't know, maybe my knitting is looser. So it's a roomy top. But there's 8 extra stitches at the front. I love this. I thought it was funny because I thought, I could spend the rest of my life knitting this top. It might happen. So I'm very happy with this, but I've also had a few days when I was really tired. And I just hate those days. I'm sure it happens to other people, but I am mightily offended when it happens to me, and it happens more often than I like it.
Oh, it seems like such a waste.
Just I'll come home. It'll have been an intense. So look, I know I'm not a miner. I'm not a builder. I'm not a gardener. Like that's not my profession. My profession is very cerebral. So I'm always offended if I get home, I'm tired. It's like, why am I tired? I sat at a chair, staring at a computer, having meetings, or staring at an Excel sheet, or chatting with someone. That's really the extent of my life. Sometimes I'm like staring at something, trying to figure it out, or getting angry about something, or I'm having conversations where I have to be firm, or having conversations where I have to pretend to know what I'm talking about. But I'm not. But I get home and I am too tired to craft.
I know, I just like that, and it's getting darker in the evening.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it though.
Oh,
I don't mind the evenings. But in the morning it's getting harder to get up because it's now dark.
Yeah, I found myself on Thursday night. I'd come home and I started stitching, and I have my light and magnifier that's over my stitching. And it was like 9:30 at night. It was dark. The whole house was dark. Outside was dark, and it was just me with this illuminated surface.
Yeah, can I just say that high expectations if you expected anything different at 9:30.
I know. Oh, it was light.
But my alarm went off at 6:40. My alarm goes off at 6:40 in the mornings, and then I snooze it for 10 minutes. Yeah, penumbra, not light, not super dark, but not light.
No.
It is what it is. But yeah, it does. I don't mind the nights because I'm a knitter. It's always cozy. But I do mind the mornings because it makes my life harder. But I generally let's put it to a vote. Who's knackered out? I mean, I seem like I ask this question all the time.
Who's knackered? Me.
And someone did respond in the Spanish one, and they said Catherine perimenopause. I was like, yeah, okay. When is it going to change? Dagnammit. Anyway, moving on. What else have you got?
So also another Stacey Nash. I have been working on my tangerine needle case or needle book. So that's what the inside's like.
The massive one.
The massive one.
Unexpectedly
massive one. So this is what I stitched at Friendship Day because you don't need your pattern and it's just one thread. So I think I've filled in that one and I've come down half of that way and I have finished the outside now. I got another thread.
Are you finding it boring?
No, I'm freaking loving it because it's my chatty piece. I'm talking to other people as I'm doing it.
Okay.
Chatty piece. Really enjoyed doing it.
Great.
Nothing wrong with boring stitching.
Yeah, nothing wrong with boring stitching for like 3 segments of fruit, but I'm just wondering whether you're now on like the 5th.
No.
Are you starting to think? No, you can do another one because I've just got...
This is my last one.
3 things to... Last one all together?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll show this one and then I'll show my things in between your shopping because that'll take up some time.
So, as you know, I'm doing this Marie Talbot book. So that's what she will look like eventually. I made progress, but it just doesn't look like much even though I've spent freaking hours on it. So I'm not sure what I got up to last time. All the centre rounds are done, and on these 2 flowers here, I have done the second round. You can see there's 2 colours there and there. Hopefully they'll look a bit more look a little bit more like something next time.
I know it is funny at that gauge, because you spend 12 hours and it's like, look, I did a flower.
Yeah. And I had take my magnifier and I said, oh, it looks a bit of a mess, but then you put your magnifier over it. No, it's good. It's fine.
I can't say I've ever seen you do mess.
Oh. Just feeling it's not as neat as my other panels were, but hoping it'll come together.
Down with perfection. Okay, things I want to talk about. So I'm just going to show you this for no other reason than to create expectations. So this is my friend's quilt. And you may or may not be aware that I am boycotting Spotlight because it's a Zionist organization, so I don't shop there anymore. So I went to Stitch Witches and I bought the wadding. Woo!
Oh, lovely.
Because my friend's not a maker, and I thought, because I was going to start just using blankets.
Can you turn that? That's my wake up alarm.
I'm not going to change it.
Oh, it's awful.
It stresses her out. My baby's poorly.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to go shopping tomorrow, I don't think. I don't know why she asked me. Well, so she texts me to say, can you please ask Dad to bring me dinner? I'm so bad. So I asked Dad to take her dinner because he's in town. She can text her dad. Am I the diplomat in the middle? Like going, do not let my child down.
Yeah, she was like, oh, Dad will say no, or just ignore the text.
Yeah, that's
Mum
right.
will make him do it.
That's right. I want him to get me some iron liquid Floridax. Anyway, so I didn't want to use a blanket, which is what I'm planning to use from now on for my quilts, because she knows no better.
Yeah.
And she could throw it into the washing machine, or who knows what could happen. So I went and I got cotton wadding, and it was served by Sue, who I haven't seen in ages, but I was in a rush, so I didn't hang around.
Quilty Sue?
Quilty Sue. Quilty Sue is my fave. It's not a competition, but she's my fave. Mostly because I'm sure she says this to every customer, but I go in there and I'm like, it's usually something to do with quilting, and I'll be like, I just need this thing for my quilt because I don't believe in rules and I do my own thing. And she's like, I know, this is really good, Catherine. and the next person comes and says, I believe in rules. I'm sure she says, yeah, rules are right. She's my fave.
Lovely.
Anyway, so I've got to do that. And she was lovely, actually, because I said to her, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this because my house is so small. And she said I could go to the shop to sandwich my quilt using their table.
Lovely. They're so nice in there.
It was so lovely that she offered. I don't think I will, because that sounds like more life admin. I'm more likely to just clear the space in my little house and do a wonky job here. But yeah, I'm super pleased.
Did you take your friend? You were going to teach them to cross stitch.
She was poorly.
Oh no!
And I haven't got around to texting, organising a new time because life's taking over and like me. I've got a Palestinian event on Wednesday. There's 2 poets, and one is something to do with UNESCO, cultural something. They're doing a thing at the College of Education on Wednesday, and it's about tatris, which is Palestinian embroidery. And I am taking my books and check this out. I am going to teach people how to cross stitch.
Nice.
Oh, funny. Oh, if only they knew. But yeah, because I don't trust my brain, because I'm quite disorganized by nature, but because of my job, I have to be organized. So I was like, this is like a job. So I did all my photocopying. I even, this time, because this is the second time I'm helping in this way, I thought there could be a third time, and every time I have to reinvent the wheel. I thought, no, I've now got a list of all the books that I can recommend that have to do with Palestinian tattoos. And so that'll be handouts. And there's also handouts for doing like 1 stitch at a time versus a row. And they're providing the fabric and stuff, but I'm providing the 2 Palestinian motifs. So I've kind of been busy organizing myself for that side of things. Lots of excuses. I just haven't texted her again. Busy. Her daughter was ill. She wasn't ill. It was her daughter. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully next time I will have started on the quilt.
Nice.
Once I start, it's like a slide. You just get it done. It's the starting that I find quite hard work. So, yeah. So what else have you got?
Shopping.
Oh, shall I do my paint? Well, I've got shopping. I've got shopping here.
Ooh.
I'll show you my watercolor that I did with my friends. Martin said to me, I sent him a photo and he was like, that is really good.
It's really good.
And when he got home, he saw it live and he said, oh, it's much better in photo. Which was so true because I took the photo. I was like, oh, it's much better in the photo. So anyway. What do you think? Woo!
It's fabulous.
Well, we were just so happy that we got it done. I think of my friend's work as more the work of an illustrator than an artist. And the difference is that she's more accurate. She's more exacting. That's just her personality. So my personality is slapdash. Her personality is exacting. But we were so thrilled, both of us. We were both really pleased with what we did. And we were both, obviously we appreciate the other's work. So it was really lovely. We're going to do it once a month now.
Nice, and it's a lovely thing to do.
It is. It just feeds your soul.
And were you good and you did your painting before you had teas and cakes?
Yes. But we did chat for an hour. So we chatted for an hour. Then we did painting for so she came at 10, 11, 12. No, I think at least 2 hours of painting. And then I said at 1:15. So she came at 10. We started at 11. And at 1:15, I said, I'm putting the brushes down. We're getting lunch ready.
That is, you do have to have lunch, yeah.
How long was that then? 11, 12, 1. So 215 minutes.
Yeah, that's
of
pretty
painting.
good. Did you not go back to it after lunch?
No, she went home after that. She's got family and stuff. So very pleased. And I'm going to display them like one on top of the other at home because little house. But I am very pleased. And so the next time is in like 3 weeks now.
Very nice.
So cool.
So I have a book. This is Embroidered Knot Garden. So
Did you buy a second-hand book?
I bought a second-hand book.
Oh my God, this never
There's a
happens.
story. So this book is out of print. When I was
Don't move it
down,
so that people can see it.
when I was down at the Southland Friendship Day, we stayed at a friend's house, and she's currently stitching a knot garden, and I was looking through her book. I thought it was beautiful, and I'd love to add it to my collection. So I went online, found a copy. I think it was like $60 or something. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm happy to pay for that. It's out of print. And my friend says, no, wait, hang on. She looked it up. She found it for 25 New Zealand dollars in Christchurch. So she saved me a lot of money.
So where did she look that you can find?
I don't know. She just had magic because I always thought I was good at finding things online.
Well, you are, but maybe you hadn't given it enough time.
Maybe I hadn't. So it arrived within 3 days of ordering it. So I was thrilled. Beautiful.
Great.
So it's a little bit sun faded on the front, but the inside is in perfect
matter.
nick.
Doesn't matter.
I just think this is a fabulous
What
idea.
you're after is the content.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to put a wee knot garden inside a box one of these days. I love the patterns and the bricks, and it's just awesome. So I was thrilled to find that.
Excellent.
Well, I was thrilled my friend found it for me
Oh, that's what friends are for.
from Paper Gardens. It's a plant bookshop in Christchurch.
Oh,
This
that's
does
funny.
plants, and apparently stitching books about plants.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, very good. That sounds niche. They might not have been online, like properly online. Well, I did a thing where I bought some jewelry. So I don't talk about my jewelry because that feels weird. I bought 3 pieces of proper jewelry recently.
Is this one of these?
Which one?
The one I love that. It's beautiful.
Oh no, this is Peruvian. We bought it in person. I love it.
Oh.
Anything that comes out of Peru is stunning.
And it's a dinosaur on it, or a...
What is wrong with you?
Well, it looks like a dinosaur. It looks awesome. What is it?
Do I
then?
look like
Is it a
someone that would
llama
wear?
then?
It's an alpaca and a spinner
It has
from
a
the
very long
Andes.
neck and looks like a dinosaur.
She's not really my friend. Whatever. Anything that comes out for is beautiful. We have amazing artists and artisans. So no, I just bought that in Miraflores,
Beautiful.
where you buy directly from sellers. They have a market there. So I don't talk about my jewelry pieces because I think it's just a bit weird because I don't know, it just feels a bit weird. So I don't talk about them. But now that you've mentioned about buying secondhand, I've just bought a tupu from Chile. So a tupu is a shawl pin, and you'll have seen me wearing one with a spoon shape, which is from Chile as well. But this one's older. And it's the first time on eBay that I have counter offered.
Ooh.
And some things you can counter offer. So, I'm trying to work out what's a fair price. So they wanted a certain amount, and then I responded with a different amount, and then they responded with a different amount, and then I responded with another amount, like you would if you were in a market, and they accepted.
Lovely.
I've never done that. It felt a bit strange.
We don't bargain in New Zealand. It's usually like, even in second-hand shops, the price on it is generally the price. Although you can ask, some people do, but
You don't haggle.
No.
Yeah. You do ask for discounts. I've spent my entire life in New Zealand.
Oh yeah,
asking
do
for
a
discounts.
university discount. Even though I have not worked at the university for 10 years, I still get the university discount because I still have my students and my ID.
And when I was a stay-at-home mum, I would always ask for stay-at-home mum discounts. Quite often they would.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're a one-income family, can have discount. If you're buying a washing machine, things like that. But anyway, so pro tip, you can. There's a whole system around it.
Show us what you bought.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about that later. Whose turn is it?
I think you were supposed to be showing something.
Yeah, I'm going to show this book. Does everybody else love Geraldine Brooks? It's a friend's. She lent it to me. So, fun fact about me, I love reading memoirs about grief. It's one of my special interests. So, memoirs about grief and memoirs about Alzheimer's and dementia. Usually the memoir is not written by the person with dementia, it's a daughter or a son or something like that. So I didn't realize Geraldine Brooks is an Australian writer. She is amazing, like truly amazing writer. Caleb's Crossing. Well, I've got them here. I don't even have to remember. What have I written? What have I read of hers? Caleb's Crossing, The People of the Book, March, Year of Wonders, A Novel of the Plague. Yeah.
So you read all but her first two?
I haven't read Horse, which is her most recent.
Oh, that's...
I think I might have read The Secret Chord, but it didn't do much for me. But my faves are Caleb's Crossing, Year of Wonders, followed by People of the Book. I mean, she's amazing, like objectively an amazing writer. And I hadn't realized that her husband died very suddenly 3 years ago or something like that. Anyway, she was busy, she couldn't grieve. Then she went away to an island in Australia to allow herself to grieve. It's an amazing book. So my friend bought it, lent it to me, I read it. So this is like I'm always on YouTube. I never read nowadays, unless it's an audiobook. I ignored the world and I read it over one night and an hour in the morning. Very good. So I recommend. That's what I want to say. My friend can have her book back now. There you go.
So, 18 months ago...
Oh, this is the shopping. This is the
I'm financially ruined for the month shopping.
Yeah, financial ruined for the month.
So 18 months ago...
Okay, you're going to have to tell us how much you pay for these things, because I don't live in that world, so I have no idea what you mean by financial ruin for a month.
Oh, it equaled a mortgage payment.
Okay.
Anyway.
Holy. For a fortnight or a month?
For a fortnight. So 18 months ago, I put my name on a wait list for a couple of Jenny and Christie's kits. And for those of you who know her will probably be aware that she's just released a book. And to coincide with the release of her book, she's been furiously putting kits together. So 2 of the 4 things I'm on the wait list for came through. So
that's very you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there was 2.
2, yeah,
I thought
2.
it was a double box. I thought it was
no.
like a really high box.
No, I got 2 kits. So this is the Farm Owl Etui. And the head comes off and it's like a wee thimble case in there. And under the wings, it's like wee needle keepers. I'm not going to open the box because it's full of little bits and I don't want to lose anything.
Is it really tiny?
It stands about that tall.
Oh my lord.
It's just gorgeous. I haven't got her book, but I have got it ordered. So when it comes in, I'll show you all the pictures in the book. And this is a little row of seaside houses. That's a wee stump work house.
Okay, so thoughts on this are beautiful packaging.
Beautiful
but,
packaging.
I mean, we're very different makers, right? But I would think this is the sort of thing you want to do with a friend, because otherwise you'll just never get it started.
I'll do it.
On your own?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm quite keen to do this. I went to the trouble of putting myself on the wait list.
It takes no trouble. It's all done online, Victoria.
I know, but you know, no. This one I had to email her and say, "Can I please be put on the wait list?"
Yeah, it's still online.
Yeah, but
You
I
didn't
had to
queue up. This
I
is
had
not.
to do stuff.
This is not like getting the new PlayStation back in the 90s. Okay, I'm looking forward to the owl especially. If it's that tiny. If it was big, I wouldn't have liked it.
No, it's just little.
But if it's little.
And I've seen, I've seen finished ones that people have done. They look amazing.
Cool.
So I was thrilled to get those. They arrived super quick. So she's in the UK, and I think it took a week to get here, maybe 10 days. And that's all my purchasing.
Cool. Okay, well, I've got very exciting shopping that I did. It cost me not a fortnight's mortgage. But, you know, I have a dye garden and I like to grow my own dye plants. I was not able to find Japanese indigo anywhere in New Zealand. And, you know, because of the nature of New Zealand and the conservation in New Zealand and all that, it's impossible to bring foreign seeds or alien plants into the country legally. So, for example, if there was a plant from England or Europe or even Australia that has never come into New Zealand in the past, if I wanted to bring that to New Zealand, then I would have to make an application to one of the bodies, whatever the body is, some government, something. And it's a whole rigmarole. They're always bringing new plants from Peru to like pretend they're Kiwi. Like they've got something called something golden. There's a potato. It's Peruvian. It's a Peruvian potato. I used to eat it in Peru. But they've given it a Kiwi name. And it's like, don't be like that. But anyway, so I was like, maybe there's never been indigo in Japan, in New Zealand. So like, I'm not going to be the first person because it would cost a nightmare of an amount of money and effort and all that. Anyway, I'm on Instagram and I came across this person. It's called Growing Textiles. And she had posted a photo of her indigo field. And she says the season is over. Summer has ended. And this was like on the 28th of February, I suppose. And of course there was all these indigo plants and starting to look. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. So I messaged her. I said, do you have Japanese indigo? She has it in her shop.
Oh.
And like you say, I've never come across it. Like with that book, like you looked, there was nothing. Yeah. Apart from that 6 year. Anyway, so if you're also a dyer, natural dyer, and you would like to get hold of seeds of hers in New Zealand, she has other dye seeds as well and dye materials. Those are her details. Yeah, she's got her website is growingtextiles.co.nz.
So she'll sell the seeds for you to plant your own, or did you?
Yeah, so I've got some Japanese indigo. So I'm looking forward to spring to plant my Japanese indigo. And they're grown organically. 50 seeds.
Fabulous.
We shall see. Very excited. So that was the highlight of my last week.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. I think I had 2 parcels, but I can't remember what the other one was. Can anyone tell me where I can buy a cork lid from in New Zealand?
Oh, a cork lid, like a
lid made of cork.
Yeah.
I bought an antique, at least vintage, it looks a bit antique, ceramic pot at the antique shop. But I want to use it to store my homegrown teas. And the cork just stank. Yeah. Old, 60 years old probably. So I binned it, which I burnt it because cork is wood. And then I ordered a cork lid online from a place. I don't know how I made this mistake, but when you search for cork in this company, it came up with a lid with my measurements. So I just clicked, order one, sent my money, all sorted. When it came, it was this tiny. And my lid was like, it was this big that I needed. So I went back to the website. It's like, how do I go from that picture that has my measurements to this tiny one? So I clicked on it and it takes you to the page where there's like a variety of sizes you can order, but the default is the tiny one.
Yep, start to the smaller size.
Yeah, and they actually didn't have the much bigger size available anyway. So I can't use that company. But if you know of a company that sells big size lids, I just want cork. I've come across one company that had cork lids with a plastic top. Why? So anyway, that's my goal, to buy that. So yeah.
So is that everything?
yeah, that's everything that I've got to barely show. Goals for the fortnight.
I want to get those 6 flowers finished on the Marie Talbot book.
So that's what, 60 hours work. You love it, remember?
Oh, I do. It doesn't help. So I finish at 12 o'clock on a Friday now. I got home yesterday and I ordered some Lego. So I made my Lego cat. It's just a little one. It's Hey Hey from Moana. If you're interested, it's great. I'll recommend. And then I was going to do some stitching. I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm just going to go lie down for an hour. And I set my alarm. And I didn't get out of bed. And then the alarm went off.
Yeah, but my theory about time off in the week is that it's not that you're gaining a day, but that can become your rest time so that your weekend is your own.
Exactly.
I don't have that.
So I'm hoping I'm going to get home this afternoon and feel like doing some stitching, but right this minute I'm not holding out high hopes.
I want to get into bed when you leave. Is that bad? And just craft.
I'm going home to bed, so no.
Is today Saturday?
Yes, I'm Saturday.
So I've got Sunday. Oh my God, I've got one more day. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, my goals are, so I actually went into a shop. I went into the linen shop on Lower Stewart Street.
Yes.
Because it was on the way to my jeweler friend. I was going to see him
The fabric shop,
to have some, the fabric store.
Yeah.
The fabric store. My friend's fixing some jewelry bits that had broken. And I went in and I asked about linen because I want to make myself like a Palestinian dress with adaptions. And yeah, I was just saying, like, linen doesn't last. People think, oh, linen, but it doesn't last.
No,
and I said,
rubs and we's thin and...
Yeah, and so we talked about that, and she said, well, you want something that's at least 200 GSM, which is grams per square meter. And so that's not dress weight. So dress weight doesn't last. So it's got to be thicker. But I said, I don't want it to feel like furniture fabric. So she showed me. They didn't have it in black. Shock horror. I was thinking of making a black one. Because there's this very particular type that they have that I love. But in any case, I went into a shop.
You did?
Be proud of me.
Did you buy linen in the end?
No.
Oh, but you know what you're looking for.
Now I have a better idea. But also, I keep having skinny months. Fortnights, like I'm a bit broke. Like I have to be really careful at the moment. For all the first world problem reasons, we're going to Europe on holiday.
Yeah.
So nothing to, do not pity me. But it was $42 a meter and I need 5 meters. And it was 30% off, but I thought this would be an impulse buy because I'm not ready to start stitching.
Yeah.
So, but I now have the information in my brain and sales always come back.
Yeah.
You never have to worry.
Yeah.
I thought that blue, it was navy blue what they had. I thought that would work because it reads as black.
Yeah.
But I thought, no, don't be impulsive, Catherine. You've just gone to the jeweler. It's going to cost you to have these things repaired. You can't have everything.
Yeah.
Have I told you about my new hobby? I've got a new hobby. My new hobby is looking at jewellery I can't afford.
Oh, that's all right. As long as you can't afford it and you maintain that I can't afford it, so don't buy it.
I mean, I did buy some jewellery this morning.
Okay, you ruined them.
But mostly, and it's really funny, isn't it? It's really funny what you think you want and what you eventually buy. Like, I really want some Diné jewellery from the Native American tribe, the Diné, also known as Navajo, but they like to call themselves Diné. That's their proper name. I love their jewelry. It's so beautiful. I have like 300 saved on Etsy and eBay, and like I'm just not going to buy them because it's just so expensive to post. And then I end up buying something from Chile, which I also admire because it's made by their indigenous people. But it does make me laugh. But anyway, I think it's hilarious that I've got this new hobby that is like liking things that I'm not going to buy. Yeah, I can't afford a new hobby. But my friend is coming. So I'm always having this thing about my textile collection. My friend came to visit, my friend Mariana. She needed a bit of fabric as a little mini curtain, like a very thin, long mini curtain. So I ended up, we looked through my textile collection and she's a dear friend of mine. So we did a thing where I long-term lent her this Guatemalan textile. Honestly, I've got so many Guatemalan textiles. Long-term lent her means she can have it.
Yeah.
But we joked about long-term lending. But of course we went through all my boxes and it's like, I've got all these precious things and they're in boxes. What am I doing? Am I just buying things to put in boxes? So anyway, we're gonna do a video, and because my friend's more organized. She should have been the librarian. She's totally anally retentive about things like this. Because she asked me, "Have you catalogued this?" I was like, "No," and she was like, the look of horror. So we're gonna do a video. Where I show her all my stuff, but you know she's from Bolivia, so we speak in Spanish. So it's gonna be in Spanish, but that'll be a fun thing. And then that maybe I'll do a zhuzh around of my things in the house.
Nice.
So we'll see. So that's one hobby. One hobby is collecting things that I put in boxes.
Yep. The other hobby is pinning things you can't afford.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Your hobby is buying the things.
Yeah. But hey, if we ever have to do another lockdown, I am sorted.
I'd be all right if we had another lockdown, even though it might look like I might not be okay. I'm totally okay because I can totally embroider on my curtains. I've got plenty. Like, if I never bought more linen, I think I would run out in 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while to embroider.
Yeah.
So I actually have enough linen. No, I've just remembered the other box of things that I dyed myself. I would run out in 10 years.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I have no concerns about another lockdown. We don't want another lockdown. Lots of people had
No, we
terrible
don't.
time.
No, we don't.
But
just
we'll
the
be all right.
Yeah, so it was 5 years ago. I had a completely different stitching style. At that time, I was like, you start a project, you finish a project. If you don't, you want to just work on one.
Not just that, you were purely a cross stitcher.
Purely
you
a
did
cross
not
stitcher.
believe she could do anything else.
That is true. That is true.
How things have changed.
So the first, or the lockdown I did was that 1/1 Harry Potter cross stitch that I finished. But I got bored with it, which is why I keep putting it down, and now I'm just all over the place. But it'd be sweet for another stay at home.
Or retirement. Retirement would be great.
Oh, it'd be so good.
I am feeling like
one.
it's now March, so we're mid-March. I kind of feel like I need a holiday. I haven't had a holiday since December, end of December. Jan.
Have I had any time? I went to Whanganui.
Yeah.
Well, then
I mean, I've had the
Whanganui.
stat days. If there's been a stat day, I've had it.
Yeah.
And I took that extra day when you could have it for Waitangi Day.
Yeah.
I'm not taking extra days over Easter, are you?
No, I haven't got any extra days. My days, all the days this year, are allocated already towards the Marie Talbot classes that are coming up, and I'm still going to be in the red when it comes to leave by the end of the year.
Well, I'm going to have to buy leave in the second half of the year. I cannot go for 5 months without leave. I will break. In fact, for Waitangi Day, my boss cackled and he was like, "No, you can't have your leave. You have no leave." And then he approved it. This is funny.
I hope you said, well, then I'm working from home.
Oh, we're feral, the things we say to each other. So funny. Like yesterday, I was leaving. I left at 5:15. I was tired. So I was like, "Have a lovely weekend." And he says, "I hope you have a terrible one." And then I turned to say something mean, but I wasn't quick enough. I was like, "Damn it, I'm just not quick enough." It's all good fun. Yeah, so I am hoping to touch my embroidery. I just need to surface it. It's at the bottom of my pile, so I need to bring it to the top so I can work on one piece. I would like to magically finish my top. My pink
The pink
top.
one. Yeah. You can do that. You must be at the knitting in the car stage for that.
It is, but I was too tired the other morning to knit in the car, even though I literally had half an hour.
Yeah.
It's very sad. So, what about you? You're going to finish your flowers.
Yeah, Marie's my core focus at the moment. The other ones got touched because I wasn't home and I don't take Marie with me.
Oh, yeah, it's a home project.
It's a home project.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, have a lovely week.
Stay safe.
Yeah, and
Happy
we shall
stitching.
see you in a fortnight.
Ducky day. Didn't stop. No.